Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are talking Makeup Revolution London palettes, and as you can see, I have a few of them and I'm going to review them for you today. If you don't know about Makeup Revolution London, it is a UK-based brand. The products are developed and designed in London and manufactured in PRC, People's Republic of China. This is how the palettes look like. They do look a lot like chocolate bars when you see them inside the cardboard packaging, but once you open them, they do look like this. This is how most of the palettes look like. It's a glossy black plastic packaging. Packaging is quite sturdy. I did drop it. The packaging did not break and nor did the powders. So I'm quite satisfied with the packaging. Very basic. Nothing like Benefit, Too Faced or the Balm for that matter. But for the price, I'm not really asking them to be very fancy with their packaging. The only problem which I do have with the packaging is the fact that it does become a hot mess of scratch marks and fingerprints with use. So that is the only con I can say about the packaging. Otherwise, it's quite sturdy and very travel friendly. You do get a full-size mirror. I'm sorry to be blinding you, and with the eyeshadow palettes, you do get a dual-ended sponge tip applicator. So I do have 2 eye palettes and 3 face palettes to talk about. So let's jump into it. The first palette which I have is an eyeshadow palette. It is their Salvation palette in the range Hard Day. The Salvation palette comes in 11 color schemes, so there's quite a range to choose from. These retail anywhere between 1,050 to 1,350 depending on the discount you're getting on them and the site you're purchasing from. And this is how the palette looks like. You do get a full-size mirror. I'm sorry for blinding you. The mirror is really decently sized. You can do your full face and makeup with the mirror, so I'm really impressed with the quality of the mirror as well as the mirror itself. It's really nice. There are a total of 18 shades in the Salvation palette. 6 of the shades are matte and the remaining are shimmer and satin finishes. I'm particularly in love with this palette. This is the palette I have on my eyes at the moment. Really like this palette because of the mattes. I'm so impressed by the matte colors. The majority of the time you get an eyeshadow palette, you don't have a lot of browns to play with. These do have like a range of deeper colors, so you can build the right intensity and get the depth of color as per your desire. So I'm really impressed with the matte colors, and pigmentation on these is quite decent. Not the best, I'd say, but for the price, pretty damn good. And the best part is that they are buildable and very easy to blend, so you don't have to put in a lot of effort to blend them. Shades are quite consistent, to be honest with you guys. The only problem which I personally face with this palette is the fact that these 2 shades over here, which are the shimmery shades, which have like legit glitter particles in them. The rest of them are shimmers, but these do have like glitter in them. Do look very similar. So one looks like has this olivey green color to it, and the other one looks like a silvery black. But none of them appear to be true to color on the swatches, and the glitter particles do separate on being swatched. So these are the 2 colors I'm quite disappointed with, but some of the colors are really nice, like this purple color over here. Just look at the swatch, look at the intensity. It's a single swatch. I'm like barely touching the palette. And then you have this beautiful rose gold color over here. Beautiful for inner corner highlight. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I really think that you can create a range of different colors. Adding the 2 colors over here, which are the glittery shades, which do appear as if there's an overspray on it. I'm quite impressed with this palette. I really like it. If you're a beginner, go ahead with this. This in particular is a cool tone palette. So if you can see, the colors are very cool tone, but there is a warm palette in the range as well. So you can pick and choose as per your preference, and that is all about the Salvation palette. Coming to the other eye palette which I have, which is one of my favorite palettes of all time. This is the Makeup Revolution Redemption palette, and it's in Iconic 2. If you're a lover of makeup, you can see that this particular palette is a knockoff of the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. It comes with the plastic packaging, not very fancy, not as good as the Salvation palette, but these are priced cheaper. These are priced anywhere between 750 to 1050 rupees, again depending on which site you're buying from. As you can see, this one does not have a mirror. The Redemption palette come in a range of 14 color schemes. So there is a huge variety to choose from. You can get warm palettes, cool tone palettes, whatever. This in particular again is a cool tone palette. Shimmers are to die for. This particular palette has a total of 12 shades and the slots are quite big. If you can see, like, you do get a lot of product. It has 2 matte shades, 3 satin shades and remaining 6 are shimmers, and boy are the shimmers amazing. I'm so in love with this palette only because of the shimmers. They are so gorgeous. You get a range of colors, like shimmers are absolutely stunning. I don't know how well you can see the swatches in the camera, but they are stunning. They do stay on for a very long time. The only con with this palette is that you don't get a lot of matte shades and you don't get a lot of brown colors to play with. So there's one brown color over here which won't be the best crease color for Indian skin tone. Like, color is very light and doesn't show up very true on the crease, and you do have to build it up. The only thing which I would recommend for those who are eyeing this palette is go ahead and get a matte brown eyeshadow. Otherwise, I don't really have many complaints with this palette. It's one of the better palettes I've used. So much better than the Maybelline Nudes and the L'Oreal Colorish La palettes and the Illuminating Eye palette from Lakme. Like the fact that it does not have that brown color, that mid brown color. I don't have any complaints with this palette. This is an absolute dream come true for the beginner. So beautiful. Just buy it for the shimmers. You won't regret it. Jumping on to face palettes, the next one is the Radiance palette. This is how it looks like. Beautiful cardboard rose gold packaging outside makes it look like a chocolate bar all the more. The packaging is the same standard Makeup Revolution London packaging. Open it, you get the mirror and you get 3 highlighter shades along with it. This is in the variant Radiance, and the other one which comes is in the range Highlight. This will work for Indian skin tones because it does have warmer highlight colors as compared to the other one. These are really beautiful. You get really decently sized highlight pans. A knockoff again of the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. Look really beautiful. The powders are so finely milled. This particular palette again is priced anywhere between 1200 to 1700 rupees depending on where you're buying it from. Makeup Revolution does have quite a few discounts in majority of the sites which sell them, so you can definitely give that a go. This is not the kind of highlight which will make you glow like the sun, but it's a very subtle, very gorgeous highlight. I'm particularly in love with this highlight. This is the highlight I'm wearing right now. So you can see how it looks like on me. I'm using this particular color over here. This is my favorite Makeup Revolution London palette out of all the ones which I own. The colors are really subtle with the slightest hint of shimmer which just meshes with the skin and gives you like glowing from within kind of a look. I may contradict with most of the views out there, but I don't like a very extremely glowy highlight which looks like a highlight. I'd rather have like a very subtle highlight going on and look like I'm glowing from within, and this is the kind of palette which gives you that look. It gives you that glowing from within kind of look which I absolutely love. The powders are so beautifully finely milled that they mesh with the skin. You don't really have to do much with them. This particular powder will look beautiful on Indian skin tone no matter what skin color you are, and it just gels with your skin. Your foundation just meshes really well. Looks beautiful. First color over here has more of a satiny finish. The second one and the third one do have like a little bit of shimmer in them, but nothing too chunky, nothing too glittery. They don't look choppy whatsoever. So beautiful, so easy to apply. You can use it with a heavy hand and they never look bad. They just never look bad. You have to force them to look bad. These are the kind of highlighters I use for everyday basis, and they can be built up for like a more intense highlight, but nothing too flashy. Great for everyday use, great for party use when built up. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, so highly impressed. Thank you Makeup Revolution London for this. Next 2 palettes which I'm going to talk about are blush palettes. First one is a cream blush palette. Same packaging, same mirror over here, and this is how the colors look like. This is a disappointing product in my book. I love cream highlights, don't get me wrong, but this is not something I like, not something I reach out for. Talking about the product, you get 8 pans of cream highlight, which is always a nice thing, you know. There's more variety to play with, but come to think of it, the colors are really similar, and when blended they just look exactly the same. These 3 particular colors, this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here, swatch exactly the same, and when blended they look exactly the same, like you can't even tell. This peachy color over here is very pastely, very it has like a heavy dose of white in it, so it looks very odd on the Indian skin tone. These 2 pink colors look very similar on the cheek. This one is a nice color, this one is a peachy color, and this is a poppy pink color, which will look really nice during winter. It just gives you like this natural flush of pink. But I'm not particularly impressed by the consistency. They're not waxy, so they don't move about. They do set to a powder finish, but when you layer them up, they do look very patchy, very choppy. They're not something I look forward to when I'm using a cream blush, because cream blushes need to blend out really well. These don't blend out really well. The only way I think I can make them work is by using a stippling brush, because with the sponge they just look very erratic on application. You know, like a blob over here and then no color, and then a blob over here. Nothing, I just don't like it. And even though it looks very tempting, you know, you get 8 cream shades to play with, I still think it's not a good bargain. Even for the price, not something I'm impressed with. I suggest you give this one. The next blush palette is the Ultra Professional Blush Palette in Sugar and Spice. Same packaging, again you get a mirror and you get 8 pans of blushes. This in particular is something I always reach out for, because these are really pretty blushes. They're very pigmented, so to speak. So some of the pinks are really nice. They're very pigmented. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that these are absolutely pigmented, very nice. Some of these are really buttery, some of them are not. So that is something I'd like to bring to your notice. You get 4 matte shades over here, and these 2 shades over here are satin finishes, and these 2 are shimmers. None of these shades can be used as highlighters, because this is very pink and this is very icy. Won't look good on even skin tones. This can be used as a blush topper, looks really nice. The other shades I'd say are very pretty, easy to blend. Something I always reach out for. This is something, if you don't have a lot of blushes and you want to increase your blush collection, this is something you should go ahead and buy, because you get a variety, and you know, you have to use multiple products. Just one product does suffice. Just to bring to your notice, these 2 nude shades are very similar, and these 2 pink shades are exactly the same. They don't look different on the cheeks. This color is really pretty. Really impressed with this particular color. It will look absolutely stunning on deeper skin tones. The blush topper, very pretty. I'll just show you a swatch over here. Very pretty, very pigmented, and looks really nice. I do have it on my cheeks right now, so you can see how it looks like. The only disappointed is this particular color. Don't venture into this zone. Not something I'd recommend for the Indian skin tone. You can actually use it as an eyeshadow, but not as a blush or as a highlight. Very icy for Indian skin tones. If you are really light and with really pink undertones, probably you can work with it, but it will not work with majority of the Indian skin tones. These blushes do not last for a very long time, so 4 hours tops with these blushes, but I think they're really nice. They're very pretty, and if you're a beginner, you can definitely give this one a go, because you do get a lot of variety to play with. Even though these 2 colors are like exactly the same, I don't think it's a bad buy. Another thing is that if you're thinking you can use any of these 2 colors for contouring, you cannot. They do look like very much like blush colors. This one doesn't really show up much on my NC40 skin. If you're very lighter, it can work for you, like a nude blush, but doesn't really work for me. This one in particular I love. This is the blush I have on at the moment. So beautiful, goes with every eye look, goes with every lipstick. This is my favorite color. This is my most used blush from this palette. So pretty, I absolutely find it stunning. This is very pigmented, so I suggest that you use like a very light hand with this particular blush, but otherwise the rest of the blushes go on really smooth, blend really well, don't look choppy, don't look patchy. really nice. So if you're looking for a blush palette, go for this one rather than the cream blush palette, because this one really works. That is all I have to say about Makeup Revolution London palettes. If you like this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends and family on your social media. It will really mean a lot to me and I'll highly appreciate it. Also, if you want me to review any more Makeup Revolution makeup or palettes, do mention it in the down bar below. I will mention all the links where Makeup Revolution is sold in the down bar below, so be sure to check it out. I will also mention the main Makeup Revolution website in case you want to buy, in case you have a credit card and want to buy it yourself, you can go ahead and do that as well. So yeah, with all that said, I call it a wrap for today and I will see you soon. Until next time, take care. Bye.